kick it away to start us off.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Down here for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Manning. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Discards a man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Powers through. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Now they'll try the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Early in the game, in the first quarter, and you want to run the onside kick. A lot of times, you know what that means? You saw something on tape that you could use against this club. Not only did they see it, they executed it perfectly, and they got the football.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback moving. Gonna try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
It's a reverse. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. From the gun. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply won't.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get concerned.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on...
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's right on target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks.
Looking deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll immediately call timeout. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Robinson. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Trying to pound their way in. Pulled down for the tackle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's got it down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USC. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He could not get it in. They were going for 2 to try to push this out to a field goal lead, but they'll stay on top by just 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
USC 13, Texas 12.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. On the return, it's Jordan.
The return is brought down at the 36, and the USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock.
And he breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
28, Texas, 12.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
To kick it off.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Nixon. Finds a crease at the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He'll call his own number. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Third and goal coming up here. On the option. The pitch. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And And they'll try to tack on 2. To the air. It's Manning. Quickly complete. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, hit your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Going deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.